Hello, I am introducing this episode. Hello, welcome to another episode of From the Jump podcast. I'm introducing it because I messed up last episode. Laptop almost died, so yeah, that's why the last episode ended abruptly. But this is the interview portion of the podcast, we'll be asking Quindon those hard-hitting questions, you know what I'm talking about? Making my man sweat. But all right, back to my guys. Go ahead, David, take it away.
All right, man. You know what it is. We're here again for the part of the interview. Like he said, man, Q Lou, man.
What's the deal?
My boy's been around the block, man. He's been rolling with us. He's been a part of the family. We've known him since he was a 7th grader. I heard about this kid that plays a little foosball. I heard this kid, he got a little jumper, play a little basketball. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you grow up.
Don't hate.
Yeah, I don't know who you heard that from. I was going to say something.
Prime time, one of them prime time elites, man. Seen you go from junior high, more west. This outstanding athlete, played. Shit, I remember this boy played receiver, defensive back, quarterback, got hurt. The man had to play quarterback in the big game. Had to throw the ball to himself.
Okay, we my teammates like that.
Yeah, you know, he's just being nice right now. Saw you move on to high school level, man. Damn, what was this? Varsity as a freshman?
Yeah.
Varsity as a freshman, man, getting good reps.
Both sports.
Yes, that is true. Basketball and football. You know what I'm saying?
One of the only.
And so,
Southmore.
yeah, man. Let's start there, man. Let's start in high school, man. You played with a bunch of elite players, a good group of guys, man. I would say you played, and someone I failed to mention in the last one, Darian Moss, who I'm very fond of. Love the way he played. Dunye Rice, Casey Thompson, Keon Williams, Travarius Owens. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. Who? Bray Walker. Yes, Big Bray. Shout out to
Connor
Big Bray.
too, right? Connor played too, right?
Yeah, Connor Usselton, MLB guy in the league, man. Just to name a few. Because you had 4 years, and you know you've had many teammates, especially at Southmore. So what was that experience? I guess like that transition from going into junior high to high school, and then it's like, okay, you play junior high, kid your own age, but then your freshman year you play varsity against seniors, juniors, sophomores, some freshmen, because it's not a popular thing for freshmen to play a lot of varsity like you did.
No, nobody had did it yet. I don't think it more. I could be lying, but I don't think nobody had did it yet. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't really like. It wasn't a thing to me. I thought from the jump that's what I was gonna do. Like, it was like, okay, you coming in here. I had never set the bench in my life ever, so it was like, I'm coming in here. I'm gonna play. You know, every kid thinks that, but it just don't happen. It didn't happen till like I think week two. Week 2, we got blasted by Westmore. And
You're welcome.
Got blasted. I'm talking about got killed. And then coach came in the locker room like Monday was like, you think you can play DB? I was like, man, I played safety. I ain't played corner though. He was like, we're gonna try you out. And the rest was history. Okay. I was like, well, all right, bet. Started since then and just took off from there. So I was like, but nah, it hit me though. I think when it hit me was probably like we played Lawton. I'm like, I think I was 13, 14. I was like 120 pounds. They had a running back that committed to TCU. It was like 4th and 36. They ran a screen, and I was the last line of defense, and it was me and him. And I promise you, hit one thigh was probably my whole body.
That's crazy.
And I got out the way.
No
scored.
legs, nothing?
No, he scored. For sure. He went 50 like to the crib. And that's when I was like, okay, this is for real. I made a business decision like, I'm going to go ahead and miss this tackle.
Yeah.
To the crib.
I feel that. Tony, that's something.
So when do you say that y'all's team growth? Because all those players are elite. Y'all was all young together. So when did y'all really establish yourself in football? Like we're probably gonna be the best these next couple of years.
Probably like sophomore year. Really, to me, was like the year. Only just because we had older dudes that were leaders, like real leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like people like David Gaines and people like that was real leaders. And showed us how to, you know what I'm saying, how to carry ourselves and how to, you know what I'm saying, like when it's y'all turn, we're going to give y'all the ropes. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Thanks.
After that, like the class above us, they really couldn't tell us nothing. Like how we went about it was like the class that was right above us, 2016, they couldn't tell us nothing because we already had more offers than they did. Mm-hmm. So we didn't really listen to what they were saying. But the people, at that time, we were still young and we ain't had, nobody knew who he was like that. So we listened to those guys. So that was probably like, where we was like, okay, if we stay on track, we can be really good because they always would say, one day, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all going to be cold. So that was probably his sophomore year.
So are all y'all together from the jump, or did y'all come in different pieces?
No,
Keon said he came.
No, he came. He was the latest.
Okay.
But everybody else, we was all together.
From freshman?
Yeah. It's just that, like even Beignet was actually with us too, but he had to play freshman ball because the transfer rule.
Oh, okay.
But see, nobody else really had to play freshman ball. Didn't have to, but I mean everybody else did.
Mm-hmm.
Besides like G and Connor. G and Connor had no choice though because we ain't had no quarterback, so he was thrown in the fire for sure. Like he was a guaranteed starter from day one.
So then Casey?
Nah, Casey came sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
And they split. Remember, they used to split reps.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That was a bad thing, though. They should have did that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what else sports did you play? Basketball? You ran track?
Yeah, I ran track my senior year, but only long jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that man is slow.
What? I ran the 400 one time. I almost died.
You get burnt?
What? Last. Last.
Yeah, because obviously I know I coached against you in basketball. You know, I don't know many times. I think you're on the group that probably beat us twice out of the 4 years you was there or something like that.
We only played 1 year, 2 years.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
I
so
didn't
you're
play the whole
tenured there,
time. Yeah.
which is you probably should have stayed and played for them because they needed your help at the time.
If I would have took it serious, like I stopped taking it serious probably 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then freshman year, I just did it because I was the best. Like, at that time, it was just like, all right, we need you to play, so play. Like, all right, bet. But after that, I stopped taking it serious. Like, it was like, all right, whatever. So then after that, people started getting better. I'm like, this ain't for me. Because I used to get mad, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all can do this, come to the field.
Facts.
Come to the field. That would be my thing.
Yeah, so when I think it was your senior year, y'all played both ways, like all you guys, when y'all played Westmore?
Junior year.
Or your junior, y'all all played both
But senior,
ways.
we played them early. After that, they stopped because of cramps.
Yeah, because I remember watching all y'all cramping just dime a dozen. Do you feel like that was the right decision now that you look back at it?
No, it was the worst decision.
So you think y'all had the players to pick sides? Like somebody?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
That's why I was like, we should have played both sides. They should have never. What they did was they tried to baby us and say, okay, well now we're gonna make it where you only play one side.
Yeah.
For what? You should have been like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Drink your water, get your ass in shape, and roll. Let's roll. We're gonna win or lose this way instead of trying to change it. We had played both. I played the most snaps in the state since I was a freshman.
Wow.
I played every special teams. I played every down. So like I didn't even know till like junior year. Michael Kinney, I think, was reported at the time. He like posted it. Played like 115 snaps a night.
Wow.
And that was like I was a freshman at the time. Then sophomore year I did the same thing. Junior year I did the same thing. Senior was the first year where they was like, well, we're gonna do one way and stuff like that. And then they start putting younger guys on special teams and stuff like that. But if they would have just said man up, we'd have had to do it.
I just want to say, if they played both sides of the ball with G, Keon, Dunier, and whoever else is a fourth option, don't really matter. Quay. You know what I'm saying? That would have been that team that probably would have brought Southmore State Championship just because.
Well, we had it. It's just, you know what I'm saying, how coaching, I would say. I ain't going to.
Yeah, you said it already. It's on there.
Yeah, I mean.
Be honest.
We had the talent, let's say that. Well, I wouldn't even say coaching. We didn't have a line. For East Side teams, we didn't have a line. And our backer play. Like, they front seven was killing us.
Yeah.
But I feel like how we played our last game of the season, our senior year against Jinx, with no running back.
Cold as fuck.
We probably should have played that way for 2 years.
Really?
With no running back. And just have Casey run quarterback power with a tight end pulling. And that would have just been our run game. And I feel like there was no way they could stop us. With all of us on the field at the same time, there's no way you could stop me, G, Keon, especially with Dunier. There's no way.
Yeah.
Dunier, one of the most underrated players. Shout out Dunier.
He's not
cold,
underrated.
man.
He's
He
not
was
underrated.
cold.
He was, bruh.
He was underrated. He was
No,
if
in
you
high
ask
school
him,
he wasn't.
He was not
wasn't, no.
underrated. He was the best. He's one of the best players to ever play at Southmore by far.
Like
He's top two.
The
for
things
sure.
he did at his size was
Unbelievable.
Right. But I'm saying from like the recruiting standpoint.
It was his. That was his fault.
Yeah.
That was his fault.
It's one of those situations where, somebody as an adult then try to give him the right way. Like give him, hey, these are the options. It was kind of like, that's what it seemed from the outside is he was making that decision on his own.
I mean, but we all were. I ain't gonna lie to you. We all did. Like, it's hard to tell a kid that's 13, 14 years old who has all this publicity. Like, I've been having publicity since I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I was the number 4 player in the country in 8th grade.
Wow.
Like, I had recruited in 8th grade. I was traveling the world, like, going places, you know what I'm saying, signing autographs at 14 years old. So it's like, it's hard to tell a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that's never done it, because you asking his parents to do it, they never been in that situation.
Right.
Like, even mine, like, my mom ain't even, you know what I'm saying? She ain't know how the recruiting process works.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell a kid, like, no. like you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way.
Right.
And it's like, nah, it would never work out.
Yeah.
The only person that really got that probably was Casey, because he had brothers and stuff that had already went through it.
Right.
So he knew, like, okay, this is how it works. But everybody else was like, we going in together, really. That's how we did it. Like, we take our visit together. When they come to my house, they come to your house, we do it together. We just gonna figure it out how we figure it out.
I'm surprised none of y'all went to school together.
Yeah, we did.
You
We were
did.
supposed to. Me and G
Memphis.
was.
Yeah, that's what I say. Man.
Me and
that's
G was
right.
supposed to. But, I mean, I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah.
But you went to K-State, right?
Yeah. Last minute, he did it dirty. He threw our hat on the floor and everything. Did it dirty.
Man. So, okay. If we go a little bit further than that, like you said, you played. I was there at that Jinx game where it was cold as fuck. You know, last game of the season. I was really hoping y'all was going to get it because, I mean, y'all had it, man. My boy Daniel was out there punt return. My boy Daniel was punting the ball, running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Casey went down for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, y'all just had so many weapons, bro. It was ridiculous. But if we fast forward through that, you do the whole recruitment process. What was like that for you, man? Because like I said, every other time I looked on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you were somewhere else in the Jersey for some school shit, taking pictures.
It was stressful. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like it. I hated it. Like, at first, it was cool because I get to talk with my homie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we used to, you know what I'm saying, compare offers. We used to talk stuff to each other. You know how it be. Like, you know, I'm just saying, being competitive. Like, I got this. Talk to you, that. But after a while, I think it was junior year, that 12 o'clock thing where they can actually call you and text you every day. Man, I got like 10 calls at 12:01. And back then, I used to go to sleep like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But they calling me 12, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Like blowing, what you doing? What's the plan for the day? Like, bro, I'm asleep. Yeah. So it was stressful. And then it's hard to differentiate who's real and who's not. Like, it's hard, especially because they all say the same thing. Everybody's giving you the same pitch. Like, oh, you're the greatest. You're going to come in. We're ready. We got, you know what I'm saying, the player that's in front of you now, he's not that good. Blah, blah, blah. He's been there. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? They all give you the same pitch. So it's like, it was stressful for me. I hated it. After a while, I was like, bro, I'm tired. The only benefit I got was I got to put my family on the plane for the first time without having to spend no money. So that was like the best thing. Like, once I figured out, I can use this. My mom and my sister ain't never flew nowhere. And everything paid for. You don't spend no money the whole time you there. They pay for everything. Oh, we finna do this. I'm finna use everybody.
You finna go to
everywhere. You just want us to come? All right, bet. Fam coming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hop on the plane. We just go have fun, kick it.
Dope.
Let me ask real fast. I was going to ask earlier. I asked Keon the same question. When did you make that distinction? Like, you for sure going to stick to basketball, football? Like, I know you said at 8th grade, you kind of feel.
Yeah.
But you know one thing, too, is crazy. I remember this. I don't know if you remember. We was at Highland West or East, I think. And Hodges came to watch y'all play basketball. And we was in the locker room. Hodges came in and talked to all of us. And once he walked out, I was like, nigga, we going to sophomore. I said, what? Because I remember I think Trey wanted, low-key was wanting to go too. And all y'all was going to go to sophomore together. And the goal was to all y'all play basketball. But obviously, like, everybody went their different ways. So when did you make that full distinction? Like, what was it that you was like, I'm going to stick to football only?
It was literally like, all right, I maybe had got like one call before I was playing a prom time from a coach. I think he was from TCU. And I remember CT, who's like a father figure to me, I remember him saying, you want to play D1 football? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to play D1 football? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he was like, just like where you are right now, you're a D1 athlete in football off the rip. But I wasn't getting no love in basketball, so it was like people were starting to catch up. I wasn't the tallest no more. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the most skilled because I didn't take it that serious. Like, I didn't grind at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was catching up. And then he was like, you could play D1 football right now. Like, this is what you can do. He said, you want to do it? I said, yeah. He said, all right, bet. Quit playing basketball. I bet you'll get an offer. I got an offer like my sophomore year, that next year, in the summer. Arkansas State was the first one called. Boom. Last day of school. And I remember it was like, oh, it's for real now.
It's crazy. You think you put that primetime team together in high school, you think they win state? It was like, what, you, Casey, Keon, Trey?
For sure. If we had the same coach, we win every year. We beat everybody every year.
But I'm saying, if that was on the high school team, you think y'all would have won state?
Every year. We beat West. We beat all them. Everybody. Even with Coach Burke. I'm not lying.
Right, because it was
Ryan,
you, Casey,
Ryan Young,
Keon,
and Book.
Trey.
Because you got to think, we had Jaren. We had Nick.
Oh, y'all
So
did
that's
have
they.
Nate. I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? And all the guys that's above them, we played against. Like with their AAU teams, we played against all the older dudes that was 1 year or 2 years above them. Like that's who we played against.
Because y'all ain't had y'all smacking.
Yeah,
dudes.
we couldn't. Nobody would
It
play
was
us here.
unbelievable.
Nobody would play us here. That's why we had to go. Like we went up to Tulsa, played Trey Young and them, GTH all the time. Gave them a run for their money every single time. We went to we played Mocan. We played Trey Young when he had Michael Porter. All them. We went and played everybody. So it was like if we would have kept the team here, that's easy. We run through everybody. We had Marvin too. We had Marvin too. We kept Trey.
Totally disagreeing, but
Nah, it's just that's what.
With Westmore though,
What?
who you talking about? Who would beat us?
I mean, anybody I was coaching. Anybody I was coaching.
Tony. Who? I'm
just saying, 'cause
like look at Westmore team.
yeah.
So 2017, if you would have kept your team, you'd have took Trey from us. So you'd have killed us on that end. Because Trey was the reason why.
Who did y'all think about? Who y'all had?
What,
Will?
Vic, Kenny. What do you mean? They're all primetime kids, all of them.
Exactly. So
And
guess
they
who?
claim
Guess who
they had
used
the
to
best primetime team ever. 2018 is what they claim.
Listen.
They do be saying that.
That's what they say.
Listen. Let's be real here.
I'm just telling you.
If you want to talk about any, bro, we like as a little span that we had together, we accomplished more than anybody since the older group, like with Cal Andrews and all them. Bro, we had Cal and Hayden too
From
El Reno.
I'm just saying. I don't know. We'd have to see it.
Just think. I'm not.
It's extremely talented though. It's like a super team.
Put that on air.
And
Y'all
But
just was
a
different.
special somebody was supposed to want to. If he played in state, he was gonna play with us.
you said a special somebody.
Yeah.
What state?
No,
If he played in state, because you know how people do.
Oh, you're talking about?
He was gonna play with us.
don't say his name. Say
I didn't. I was
Nah.
He
gonna.
was gonna play
yeah,
with us
you
because
good.
we was the best. Like he knew, it wasn't even close.
Let's see. We'll have
That's
Will on
crazy
here.
though. I just
We'll have a
remember
primetime
like hearing
people
about the
on
prom time. I hear about their practices, hear
Yeah.
about random stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
Primetime was
always-
elite. Primetime
Because
was elite.
y'all highlights is on YouTube and stuff, and I used to watch them shit. So I'm like,
But nah,
these niggas is
that's what
cold.
made us. That's really what like. That's what made it like that and playing for the Titans as a little. That's what made me the dog. Like
fact.
because you had real like we loved each other. We was cool. Like we cool now. Everybody that we play with, we still kick it and everything. But we was like real life, like trying to kill each other. Like kill each other. We used to literally put a ball on the floor, be two people, and you literally roll it. He would roll it out there, and you would literally tackle, scratch, fight, do whatever to get the ball. Then once you get the ball, play defense. You don't want to score. Used to kill each other at practice. Come home, black eyes, bloody nose, all the time. But once basketball was over, it was love. So it was like, it's gonna make me a dog.
Primetime's a legitimate family, son.
For sure.
Like,
Oh, yeah, for
even
sure.
cats from Meyer, like 2012, Dondre Brookins, all of them cats.
Yeah,
are like
Dondre.
primetime families.
Because they come back, like even they come back and like, you know what I'm saying? They used to come to practice and stuff all the time. Like Cal and them, they used to come to practice, scrimmage us like we were real young. They used to kill us, you know how it be. They used to kill us, dunk on us and everything. But I mean, it made us better. So like, that's what, I mean, we kind of did the same thing. That's why I said we did the same thing with Vic and Will and them.
I'd have to ask them. That's what they say.
We used to kill them in practice. Rod used to be hot.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Rod.
Yeah.
Rod don't play, but we used to kill them in practice.
That's crazy.
So, man, we're going to fast forward a little bit, of course. We talked about a little AAU in high school. We talked about the recruitment process. With you choosing the school that you chose first off the rip, Memphis, man, what eliminated, I guess, the rest of the schools, and what made Memphis that place for you when you decided to go there?
It was really like, to be honest, it was more like, it was like home away from home. Let me put it that way. Like, it felt like here, because it was small city, not as, you know what I'm saying? And it felt like people I was going to be around was the same people that I'd be around anyways. So it was like, this is the same people. It's my type of people. You know what I'm saying? We chill, we do whatever. So it was like, all right, bet. And plus, I felt like that's why I had the greatest opportunity. So to play early. And I felt like, but I really didn't wait it out long enough though. Like I committed like early, way early. And I stayed committed the whole time.
Why'd you do that?
That was just one of my things. Like, I seen people decommit so much. At that time, everybody was doing it. Like, you commit somewhere, decommit. And I told myself, once you commit, it's over with. Like, it wasn't going to be no decommit. I almost decommitted one day at school. I drew up the post and everything. I was going to post it. I called my mom. She was like, you sure? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, no, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it.
So what was so intriguing about Memphis's recruitment process? Because obviously there was recruiting Oklahoma hard there.
at the time, yeah.
And a lot of kids was interested in going because I think they offered Nick, you, G,
Evan
know.
Fields from Milwaukee City,
Yeah.
K. Mashburn from Norman North, a couple people.
So what was so intriguing about what they offered?
Really, at first, I didn't even know. Like, at first, I had this is how I knew. This was I had seen them offer like Trey Brown and Justin Burrows early, and then once they had got offered from them, they had blew up. So then once they got offered from, like, once I got offered from them, I was gonna wait and see because I'm like, oh, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? This is just what it was. Like, once you get that one, everybody else comes. So at that time, I wasn't even taking them serious at first, and then like it was like, all right, bet I'm gonna actually look into everybody at the same time. Like, looking at everybody, you never know, like, you know what I'm saying, where you want to go. And really, like, I don't know, it just seemed like that's where I was gonna be able to play it. Like,
What did they clear house or something for all the young cats to be ready to play off the jump?
it's just I had never, like, you never have heard of them, so you didn't think they had. Like I said, they tell you we ain't got no players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this dude in front of you ain't gonna be good. This dude ain't blah blah blah. I never watched them, nothing like that, until I went on a visit a couple times and I started watching them, and then I was like, oh, okay, bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know where I know this is where I can play for sure.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And just another question too, like, is it frustrating not getting them big offers that y'all want? I mean, you probably turn something down too that we don't know about. But like, as far as like just like all y'all from that sophomore team, y'all was cold. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do, and y'all did get them big offers. But is it frustrating sometimes when y'all don't get them big ones?
Oh yeah, we used to be in school like on the phone, like waiting, like, okay, this coach just followed me. He better throw the offer. They'll just hit you with like, you know what I'm saying, how your day, what's up? Like, you be like, bro, come on with the, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, it's frustrating. Like, OU was like one of the first schools to recruit me early, and they never offered me
It's crazy.
in state. First one, like early, 8th grade early. I used to go to that camp every year. Kill. I'm like, they got to be the first. But they never are the first to offer somebody in state like that. They usually, because they're in their backyard, so they usually kind of wait and be like, all right, bet. But they never came. But I think I didn't wait, so it was like I wasn't waiting. If you wanted me, you wanted me. So
I like it.
Respect that. So I guess, I mean, we all know you ended up leaving there. We ain't got to get too involved in why you left if you don't want to.
no, it's good.
Okay,
It wasn't like
so-
no, I ain't getting no, like, it wasn't nothing bad at all.
Right.
It was really just life. Like, I try to tell the young cats, bro, when they recruit you, they tell you that you're going to play. Realistically, it's a 4-year plan or a 3-year plan. Realistically. I ain't know this, but looking back at it, it's a 3-year plan. Like, unless you're, just think about it, unless you're Trevor Lawrence, it's a 3-year plan. And look at even Trevor Lawrence. He sat behind somebody. Kyler Murray sat behind somebody. Baker Mayfield sat behind somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tell you, yeah, okay, bet. Like, you going to play. It's a 3-year plan. Like, it's not, when they recruit you at that level, they put money for 4 years, really. You can get your degree in 3 if you're smart. But most of the time, it's a plan. Like, but at that time, I'm looking at, like, I'm coming in year 1. I'm grinding, and I'm coming in to play. And I'm only going to play my 3 years, and I'm out. And it was like, all right, the first year came in, did everything I was supposed to do, everything. I went early. I left the day after graduation. Stayed up all night, party. Got straight up there. Got busy. Went to work. You know what I'm saying? Took care of my schoolwork. Got my extra work in, grinded it out. Fall camp came around, and I killed. I had the most picks in history, like, during fall camp. I think we had practice 15 days. I had 13 picks. Wow. So that's almost a pick a day. It never happens, but I had 13 of them. One day I had 3. Like, I had 2 times where I had 3 in one day. So I'm like, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand the politics of it at the time. Like, I'm like, Ben, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Everybody, like Nick, everybody, all the freshmen at that time had got the call like 2 weeks before. You're going to be redshirted. So they getting their calls. I ain't getting no calls. So I'm like, I got to be in the rotation. Like, it's coming. I think it was like the last day maybe that we was about to prepare. I think it was a Sunday, matter of fact. Or it might have been a Monday. We prepared on Tuesday for the game. So it was a Monday, actually. And I remember, I'm like, bro, I ain't got no call. I got to be in the game plan for tomorrow. So I'm finna play as a freshman. I called my mom and told her, I think I'm finna play as a freshman, blah, blah, blah. She's like, for real? I'm like, yep. I got a text. Coach called me in. He like, you know what I'm saying? Come have a meeting with me. I'm like, ooh-wee. I go in, he like, listen, you did everything you're supposed to do. But, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to play you right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to redshirt you. Had to call my mama back and tell her I ain't playing this shit. She talking about something. What you mean you're not playing? I said, I'm a red shirt. I ain't playing. Like, it is what it is. But at that time, that just show you, like, she didn't even understand what that meant.
Right.
Like, what you mean you're not playing? Like, what does that mean? I'm like, basically, I sit out this whole year and it don't count. And, like, I can still go to school, do everything, practice everything, travel. It just don't count. And she like, that hurt. I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I did everything. Then it came around to, like, you know what I'm saying? I went through the whole year. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Being away from home kind of got to me. You know what I'm saying? 8 hours. I never came home. But I try to come home sometimes, but 8 hours, bro, ain't nobody finna.
No.
I ain't had no car, so people ain't finna just be like, oh, I come get you. Or I ain't. At that time, I was making money, but it wasn't like I was going to be flying back and forth. I wasn't finna do that. Mm-hmm. So then it was kind of lonely up there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a partier type dude, never have been, so I really wasn't going out. So I was just chilling in my room most of the time, doing, you know what I'm saying, on the game, cooling. Might go out every once in a while, but then it came around spring, and that was when I think it was spring. That's when I found out I was having a kid, and then spring ball had just kicked off, but I had got hurt. Bowl prep week against we was playing Iowa State, and I got hurt. That's when I first hurt my Achilles ever, and I was like, bruh. So I missed like all of spring, that whole semester. The rest of that, I missed all of that. And then I played maybe like 1 week of spring, and then our whole coaching staff left. Everybody besides the head coach on defense, gone. So the new dude come in, and it's about to be summer. Like, we finna leave from summer and go into fall camp. And I go in and talk to him because he don't know me, I don't know him. He was at Arizona State, but he didn't recruit me at Arizona State when he was there. He recruited like Casey and G. So he came in, I'm talking to him. I'm trying to figure out what the plan is because now I know it's a plan because the last coach told me, you know what I'm saying, this is the part of the plan. This is what it's going to be. This is going to be your year to go compete. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go in and talk to him. He didn't give me the answers that I was looking for type. He was kind of beating around the bush. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I didn't put in so much work. I do not want to restart with you. Like, I'm being hurt, so I'm already going to be behind because I was about to have another surgery, and I knew I was going to have one. I had just had a meeting with the head coach. I'm like, man, I'm finna have another surgery or something like, you know what I'm saying, where it's going to have me out. So I really don't get to compete. I'm going to be behind. I'm going to have to sit. So I was like, man, I'm having a kid. I'm away from home. I don't know what it's supposed to be like, but I always knew I was going to be there for my kids. So I was like, man, I might have to leave, try to get closer to home and make something shake from there. So I had to deal.
Hell yeah, man. And so with that, man, you know, definitely ain't been around the way I probably should be, whatever. And, you know, niggas be busy. But right. My niece, May, man, I love her to death still, even though I don't see her that often, man. How was that being a father, man? First and foremost, just talk about fatherhood with you, man.
The greatest thing. Ain't nothing better than, like, no matter what people say, but that's your greatest accomplishment. Like, once you have everything that you do before that, it's all about you. Like, you can do whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. But once you got a human being that you're responsible for, it's like, it's crazy because you don't realize, I didn't realize it till, I ain't have no father in my life, so I didn't realize all the stuff that he could have taught me and all the stuff I could have avoided learning, you know what I'm saying, right. If he would have been there. But now having my own kid, it's like, I know what I can do to, you know what I'm saying, I can give her the game and she don't got to trial and error, go through it and then fail and figure out how to fix it herself, you know what I'm saying, like how I had to do. Because, you know, like as a parent, as a mom can only teach you so much. She's not a man, so you got to learn some stuff on your own, trial and error, go through that, you know what I'm saying, put you in a lot of situations that, you know what I'm saying, if a man was there, you know what I'm saying, he can steer you right. So, I mean, it's the greatest thing ever to me.
What was it weird putting something like, because football always been like number one, so was it weird putting that to the, like that's number two now? Because when you bring in a child, it's like.
At first, I looked at it like that, like she got to be one, but then it's doing a disservice to her. Because then if I'm nothing, I can't give her nothing. So it's like, this is my avenue, so I got to do this. Like, no matter what, this is what I got to do. Mm-hmm. And it only made me, like, it motivated me more because it's like, what else I'm going to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Our parents, you know what I'm saying? I know most of y'all's parents or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, in our society, how we look at it is like, most of the time, if our parents was to die today, they wouldn't leave us nothing. And I never wanted that. So it's like, if I can leave her something, I'm going to leave her everything. So it's like, that most motivated me. I can't sit around and, you know what I'm saying, just be all up under her or, you know what I'm saying, do this. No, I got to go make some shake. Like, because when, you know what I'm saying, when I'm gone, I want her to be comfortable. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Facts.
So where'd you end up going after you left Memphis?
Abilene Christian.
And you were there for how long?
2 years.
So was that an easier commute? Baby comes see you often?
Oh, yeah, all the time. It was easy.
You came home often. How far a drive is that?
3.5.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad at all.
How was your experience there?
Different, way different. I didn't even know, to be honest, I didn't even know what that was. I never looked at FCS. I never looked at stuff like that. Like, it was D1 or bust for me.
Yeah.
Like, I never even kind of thought about it. I didn't even know what they were. So, like, I didn't do my research or nothing. Really, by that time, I was so stressed out, bro. I'm like, I just got to get somewhere. Because I couldn't be at the crib. Like, being at the crib, after being gone for so long, I couldn't go back. So I'm like, bro, I can't go back to the crib. I just got to get somewhere. And at the time, they was messing with the transfer rules, but it hadn't been in effect yet. So at that time, when you transferred, like, a coach can determine where you went. Like
they block out a set of schools or
and
conference?
Memphis, when I left, they blocked out 16 schools.
Wow.
All in the area. So it was all the schools, conference and non-conference, that they was going to play in the next 4 years.
Wow.
They blocked out all of them, so I couldn't go there. So, like, all the schools that was close, I couldn't go. Even if they was D1, like, Arkansas State was, like, one of the first people hit me soon as I was transferring. He was ready, like, you can come here right now. And he was like, check your restrictions, what they used to be called. And they was on my restriction list because they was supposed to play Memphis last year. I think they did, 2020. So it was like, nope, you can't go. I was like, bro. Otherwise, I would have to sit out. I would have to sit out 1 year, but I would lose another year eligibility. Dang. That's how it worked. So I was like, bro. So I just had to figure out the only way I could do is go down or sit out a year. And I wouldn't finish sit out a year at the house. I couldn't do it. Yeah. So I was like, nah, especially with a kid on the way. I was like, nah, I got to get somewhere. So they called, a couple people, other people called that I didn't even know who they were at the time, like Samuel State, a lot of people like UIW, a whole bunch of people called, but I didn't know who they were, so I just blew them off. And then, like, this black dude, he was a real dude. He called me, I answered. He was real. He was like, man, you need to come down here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, took a visit. It was cool. It wasn't nothing special. Yeah. But I liked him. He was real. So I was like, I get to play for a black coach. I feel like it's going to be just like Little League. I'm like, man, I'm finna do this. I didn't know nothing about it.
The defensive coordinator?
He was defensive coordinator.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm finna do this. We finna, you know what I'm saying? But then it was like, he left after year one.
Dang.
Gone.
That's crazy.
And that's when I flipped to receiver.
Oh, you went back?
Yeah, I stayed there. And then they flipped me to receiver like the next year.
So you got recruited out of high school at corner?
I got both.
Oh, okay.
It was half and half. Like, I had a couple that was like, you play whatever you want. I was just like, what do you want? Everybody said, what do you want to play? And I never gave them an option because I felt like at the time it was going to cut down some, you know what I'm saying, cut down some options. If you say, oh, I just want to play receiver, then they'd be like, okay, well, we're not looking for a receiver. We want a corner. So let's go get somebody else. So, no, I just told them, I play whatever you want me to play. But deep down, I always wanted to play receiver, though.
Yeah, I assumed, yeah.
that.
So then last year you didn't get to play. Would that have been your second year?
Third year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last year would have been my
So how'd the second year go with the new coach?
It was cool. I mean, it was just the offense was bad.
Oh, okay.
Because I had got flipped to offense, and it wasn't my style of offense. So, like, it wasn't like we threw the ball 50 times a game. It wasn't like we ran these certain type of routes. Like, it was pro style. It was real.
Old school, OG.
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Straight trash. I was like, bruh.
So then you got hurt again?
Nah, I didn't get hurt. I was hurt the whole time. Because when I left Memphis, I never had the surgery. Because I didn't want to go in. When you getting transferred, you don't want to go in hurt. Because then they won't take you. Yeah. So I lied to everybody. I was like, no, I ain't hurt. Yeah. Memphis was telling them I was hurt, though. Like, Memphis would tell them he got an injury.
Wow.
So a lot of schools was like, are you injured? Are you injured? So I'm like, no, I literally had to send film to a coach one time just running.
Wow.
He was like, are you sure you're not injured? Like, I need to know. Because Achilles is a big thing. Like, people run away from Achilles.
Yeah.
So he was like, are you in? I used to have to send film of me just running.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I was like, no, I ain't having surgery. So then I used to just get like shots and stuff and do stuff like that.
But that's the surgery you just had?
It was supposed to be done.
Wow.
Being done.
How you feeling now?
I'm good now. I mean, I ain't been healthy since high school, so it's going to be different this year.
It's crazy.
So I was like, I don't know what to expect. I'm excited to the mug, though. Yeah. I'm trying to take the process slow. They keep telling me, but I'm ready to get to it.
Yeah, man. So now you at UCO currently. You're going to be playing receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome home.
Yeah, man.
Came back to the crib.
But down the street now. Shout out over there in Edmond, man. So I guess how close are you to getting that degree, man?
I got 2 more classes.
2 more classes.
2 more classes, bro.
Hey, man.
That's going to be the greatest thing, though, to me. Like, that's going to be the greatest thing I can do for my mom. I thought making millions and buying a house, but I feel like that degree is the best thing she going to love the most. And then I cannot worry about it. Nobody can take it from me. You know what I'm saying? Money come and go, but they can't take that. And she always wanted me to do it. She never, you know what I'm saying? Your people never say, oh, I want a house when you make it.
Right.
You always say, you better get, you know what I'm saying, that degree. So once I get that, I'll be stress-free.
Hell yeah, man. Well, congratulations on that. Like I said, you, especially with the injuries and everything you've gone through, just school switching, you know, everything that's going on. Like you said, that piece of paper they can't take it from you. You know what I'm saying? And working, and dedicating yourself to school, because it's real easy to get lost in college because no one makes you go to class. You might have 2-3 hours in between the class, take a nap, miss class.
Especially with COVID.
You know
everything online. You ain't even got to go to campus.
Saying.
Stay right in the room.
Yeah.
And all day.
All day. You ain't even got to go. The only way you check in is on your phone.
So before we get up out of here, man, because I know we've been in here kind of tough. Tony asked a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get messy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you the messy dude on here.
I'm the
Okay.
messy one.
You the
Yeah.
messy one. Okay, baby.
I like
You
it,
should've
man.
known that.
It's
He the
fun.
messy
Yeah, I figured I was going to ask who was the messy one.
Yeah,
out the group.
I'll go ahead and put 2 on you. Okay, I'll do basketball and football. So I asked Keon. You heard if you watched out of the group. So you got Quay, you,
G.
Casey, Dunye, and so I think that's the predominant 5 or 6. Is there anyone out the group that can guard you? You receiver, they corner. You got to get to the money and score 1-on-1, no safety. Can they touch you?
No safety help?
No safety help. ISO on the island.
I mean, what you mean by can't guard me? Like one play? Or we going
10 catches. If you got 10 throws, how many you catching? On all of them.
Yeah, on each of them.
What's wrong with Ken?
I can't do each one. I can't do them like that. Let's just say this. Let me just say this. I'll win more than I lose on everybody.
So you gonna beat everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna win more than I lose.
So then, if you playing corner, they playing receiver. You got 10 throws. How many stops you getting on everybody?
Danye.
Are you winning that? Are you winning that too?
G.
Now or like when I play corner?
Prime, but everybody they prime.
I'm winning that too, for sure. Oh yeah, I'm winning more than I lose. Let me put it that way. I won't put a number on it.
On both.
That's disrespectful, but yes.
He said at least 6 out of 10.
I'm a winner. That's what they know that. I'll tell everybody know that. I'll tell anybody that you know when they come to me and ask that same question, I always tell them I'm gonna win more than I lose. That's how I'm gonna do it.
All of them.
Keon.
Everybody.
You don't just throw dirt on Keon like that.
No.
I'm just saying. You beating him.
Listen.
He
That's
beat
everybody. That's everybody in the group. I'm winning more than I lose on anybody in the group. It don't matter who it is.
Basketball too.
Basketball like
1-on-1s.
1-on-1s.
Nah.
Out the group. I know everybody. I know everybody in the circle. The only one I really can think of that would be rival to you from the ability I've seen is Keon.
Danye is kind of.
Yeah.
Fast twitch.
Danye can play. Danye could play back then.
Yeah.
ISO 1-on-1.
I mean,
ISO Keon probably got.
yeah, for sure. I'm not an ISO. I was never ISO.
That's true. Pass.
I'm a winner. That's all. That's what I was. I was a winner.
No.
Like crunch time, it came down to it.
Yeah.
You need to stop. I'm gonna get you to stop. You need a bucket. I'm gonna make the play. Like that's just what I was.
Yeah, Trey Palmer was the same way. For real. Like and from coaching him in 2017, if we didn't have him on that team, we don't make it to state.
I mean,
and
but
Trey,
just think, we played together. So what that tell you?
that's what I'm saying.
So what that tell you about me? Oh, okay.
He better than you.
I was just saying at that time when we played together.
Yeah.
When it came, I could call my AU coach right now. He'll tell you. When it came down to it, if you needed somebody that stopped somebody, you called on me or Keon for sure.
So
1A, 1B, however you want to do it.
So I'm gonna clear this up. Keon Peso, 100 yards.
Listen,
Who winning that sprint?
Listen, it ain't too many people out here beating Peso, and Keon is not one of them.
Damn.
Not one of them. I'm not gonna just. My man got some wheels, but Peso. Listen, I ain't gonna say what he is, but that man can run.
So in the group, nobody touching Peso. Straight up.
No. G definitely. I just seen G run the other day. He probably beating Peso for sure.
Ooh.
Because Peso's claim can't.
No.
Nobody touch him.
He's never raced.
Except the only one that beat him, which was Jew.
No. And that's because G and Jew go back and forth.
Okay. And so that's a new one. We ain't heard that one.
Nah, G and Jew go. G is, listen, first of all, he broke the catapult record in a live game. You know, like, we wear these things on our chest and they tell you how fast, like, how many miles per hour you got to.
Yeah.
He broke that in college football.
Wow.
You know, like Trey Brown, when Trey Brown chased down the dude from Baylor and he was at 22 miles per hour, G broke it against Navy at 23 miles per hour. Chased down the dude from across the field.
Wow, I never knew that.
23 miles
That's
per hour.
crazy.
If you don't know who we're talking about in Judas, one of Tony's other big homies, they kind of grew up around the same age, but Julian Wilson.
Played at OU, played for the Baltimore Ravens.
He's a coach at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, G rolling.
He one of the fastest dudes I've ever seen with eyes, with my own eyes.
For real.
Man, state,
I don't know.
state
He got
track
beat.
runner.
Got
He
beat.
was in there,
I,
though.
yeah,
Fast.
the 4x1 I used to watch, unbelievable.
But see, that's what I'm saying. G wasn't a track dude though, like that.
Yeah.
Like he was good. Like don't get me wrong, he was good, but like he never won state, so it was like I don't know.
Facts.
But he rolling. He beat Peso. I got him beat Peso.
So this summer, everybody gonna be healthy.
Yeah.
You know we
they can get it now.
We can all go to the field.
Get in there.
I want to see Casey pass and everybody line up. I want to see everybody get to it.
We can get a
If I'm healthy, oh my goodness.
Alex there to videotape.
All right.
We making
If
a
I'm-
highlight.
Hey, you hear me?
If
I
I'm
got
healthy,
video.
oh my goodness.
It'll be on
The
video, too.
way I'm coming in summer, oh my goodness.
We got to do it in July. Everybody,
be-
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I get
Tomorrow.
cleared
Before
supposed to get
everybody
good
leaves.
June 1st. Oh yeah.
Niggas gonna be getting beat in
We
4K.
said nigga,
I had them jumping.
Listen. I'm telling you, it's tough to stop me and Casey now. If I could be my quarterback, choo.
So you heard it here, guys. We gonna have some type of from the jump, little snippet, little.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Yeah, we should
this is what
do
we're gonna
that,
do.
yeah.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna try to set up to where we can podcast and watch.
Yeah, live.
And
Let's
then
do
we
that.
can let them get
Let's do
busy.
that. We could do that live.
Okay.
We'll make it
Oh,
happen.
y'all
that.
gonna bring out the
On the
best.
field.
We come-
look, on the
Y'all
field.
hey,
Live
it's gonna be some
interviews.
fights. I'm telling you that
Live
now.
interviews, all
like
that.
that.
There's gonna be
All
fights
right.
for
Do that.
sure. That's already been a couple of them with no camera.
I'm doing
Got
like a
busy.
little front of jump sponsorship.
That's why G and
Okay.
Keon got into it for that.
Yeah.
Just because they've been to the field so many times and literally like about to fight.
Well, there it is.
Well, let me
right there,
lastly
man.
though, Quindon, let me tell you, bro. This man Dante swear he could beat me 1-on-1 basketball.
Right now? Like right now? I'm saying,
Right now, oh,
Yeah,
no,
right
but
now.
oh God, right
like
now.
if they was to go play tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm rocking with my dog Dante,
Bro, no,
man.
wait. Dante,
I'll bet you 20 right now.
Dante think him and Peso could be me and Tony.
No.
2-on-2.
For sure. I got my dogs for easy money.
All right, bro. In the
Be-
pod. Yeah, wrap it up.
Be
Wrap
both
it
y'all.
up.
They need to take you off scholarship. And give me
Wrap
money.
it up, bro. Wrap it up. Hell no.
This y'all heard it, man. Hopefully we can get some more confirmation. So we got we got Quindon as a lock. You a lock for this little matchup, this little
Oh, I'm in there.
1v1
As long as I'm healthy, I'm in there.
in the field for real.
Yeah.
We got to get Keon, which I'm sure he'll be cool. We got G baby, he's here. I talked to him. Expect to see
They
G
ain't
up here
ducking
very
no
soon.
smoke. They ain't ducking no
Hey,
smoke
maybe
from
we get
nobody.
Danye out there.
I was just about to say, get Danye out of retirement, get him out his dad bod.
Listen, God,
He been in the gym though. He been working out. Like,
So-
get
Yeah,
back
nah,
to
he been
it.
working out
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so y'all heard it here, man. I just want to show love and appreciation for everybody. For first and foremost for the birthday shit, of course. I want to thank my brother Big Tone for being here as always, man. Alex over there behind the
Yeah.
camera. My
Facts.
boy Ayo from the ghetto, and my boy over here Quindon Lewis, man. Thank you for being with us, man. Hopefully we can have you again.
Facts. Thank you for letting me be on here, man. I've been watching y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Keep going up.
I appreciate you, man. Love you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep grinding for yourself, your family, your baby, man. And you know what it is, man. From the jump, and we gone.